You always want to blame other people. You always want to hold other people to the fire, but you're not holding yourself to the fire. You just said you're giving 50%. You owe you an explanation. I stopped saying I've got to wait for good things to happen to me, and I said I'm going to grind. I'm going to fight. I'm going to work. I'm going to press toward. I'm going to learn. I'm going to do everything in my power every single day. I'm going to do everything in my power to become a victor and not a victim.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Patrick, and in today's video I got a pretty dope announcement and some tragic news. The good news is that it is going to be the first episode of like Road to Shredded series, basically. I don't know exactly what to call it, but it is day one of my cut. I'm not going to be in a calorie deficit just yet, but I'm going to count this as day one of the cut. I'm going to show you guys the morning routine. I'm going to explain how I'm going forward with my cut, how I'm going to get absolutely freaking shredded and, keep all my muscle, do it all naturally, document the series, show you guys, step by step how we're going to do it. But in this video, I'm going to just show you my kind of like my morning routine and explain how I plan to actually do the cut. So I just woke up. It is 9 a.m. right now. Before I even eat breakfast, I'm going to do my morning cardio. The tragic news is that my gym has shut once again for, COVID. Basically, the Canadian government is a joke. My Canadian fans will know, we're closed again, locked down once again. But to my American fans, Canada doesn't have freedom, I thought we did. Guess we don't. So we're going to have to deal with it. So we're back in the home gym. The lockdown is supposed to be 28 days, but the Canadian government has never stuck to their word. So I'm honestly thinking it's going to be like 2 months, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully not. But so for morning cardio for the first, at least 28 days is going to have to be morning and outside, which is kind of another problem because Canadian weather is super bipolar. I haven't been outside yet, but I'm probably going to have to throw on a jacket just to go for a little walk. I plan on doing like a 20-minute walk, nothing crazy. The only problem is that when you're doing cardio, it's ideal to do it on a treadmill because you can track your pace and it will literally tell you how many calories you burned. But when you go outside, there's nothing to track your pace, so you kind of have to eyeball it. There's a little bit of guesswork in it. It's not too serious since I'm just starting the cut. But if I were very deep into it, then a treadmill would be optimal. But I do have a Fitbit. So that's gonna help me out for sure. But so we're gonna do a morning weigh-in quickly. I'll show you guys the physique check, and then we'll hit up the morning cardio. That is the raw kind of update right there, 194.2. Now, honestly, I'm not going to be stressing about my weight at all the first 2 weeks, really. I honestly plan on it fluctuating between 1 to 5 pounds. That's kind of just what happens. When you start a calorie surplus or a calorie deficit even, your weight is going to fluctuate a ton the first week, even the first 2 weeks. So really don't stress about your weight. Kind of just use it as baseline. The plan that I'm doing is I was eating 4,000 calories. If you saw my previous full day of eating, that was going to be me gaining around 1 pound a week. So since then, I've cut my calories back currently. So now I'm eating 3,300 calories again. I'm kind of counting that as a baseline maintenance for me. And then, we'll see what happens to my weight, obviously. And then I'm going to add in a little bit of cardio. Really, it's not going to be too much. It's going to be 15 to 20 minutes of just walking. So I don't plan on that burning more than 150, 200 calories max. But we'll see what the Fitbit says at the pace I go outside. But yeah, I'll give you guys a quick physique update in the mirror, and then we'll get to that morning cardio. Okay, so this is the physique check. We're gonna get a quick little ab here. Nothing crazy, of course. We are bulked up. I honestly think I'm around 16 to 17% body fat. No pump here and decent lighting, so please don't body shame your boy, but it is what it is. We definitely have work to do. So no pump here, obviously decent lighting. I feel like my chest looks the worst, honestly, just because all the fat gain, it just looks shitty. But yeah, so this is going to be the absolute starting point here, 194, and we are about to do the morning cardio. All right, so it's actually a pretty nice morning. I got my full ass jacket, my toque out just because I'm kind of a little bitch and I don't want to get cold at all. But you know, we busting with the headphones. I would actually prefer doing cardio outside most of the time. It's just with Canadian weather, like even though it's about to be spring, you really can't trust it. So like having your cardio depend on like either if it's raining or if it's like warm enough. It's super annoying, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. So I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do on days where like, you know, I physically cannot do cardio because if it's like freezing or if it's like just raining outside all day. So I might end up getting a treadmill. Probably not gonna buy one because those shits are expensive, but I probably can get someone to let me borrow theirs. If the lockdown goes more than a month, like I think it will, I'll probably get like, you know, a family member or a friend probably just let me borrow theirs just for the month or whatever it is. And especially because like next month I'm planning on doing like even more cardio, because the thing I want to do with my cut is I want to limit calories as little as I can. Like I'd rather eat more food and just do more cardio, because for me walking is not that hard, walking is not that taxing, and you definitely want to have like I still plan on working my ass off in the gym, so you definitely want to have as much food going in as you can and just burn it off if possible for a calorie deficit, then you know, cutting your food out altogether and just limiting your calories a ton, because then it's going to be harder to preserve your muscle that way, and you're going to, you know, not have a lot of energy if you're not eating a lot. So that's basically the plan. That's basically what it is. But it's a nice day out today. Today is okay to walk, not too butthurt, but I still hate Doug Ford for closing the gyms, but it is what it is. We still got to get shredded regardless. All right, so I'm back at home now, and the Fitbit is low-key goated, honestly, because without this shit, I really wouldn't know what I'm doing. But as you can see, I'll show you what the Fitbit's telling me. So I said around 200 calories of cardio. Let me try to focus it. So it says I've been walking for 31 minutes, 22 seconds, basically 30 minutes, obviously, since I got home. And it's told me I've walked 2.75 kilometers and burned 264 calories. Now, of course, that's going to be give or take. I feel like it's pretty accurate. I'll probably just count it down as 250 calories burnt. But then again, I feel like a Fitbit is going to be almost just as accurate as a treadmill. And this honestly might be a little bit more accurate just because it's tracking your heart rate. And so, you know, of course, depending on how fit you are and how, like, you know, well you have, how good your cardiovascular health is, it's going to depend on how many calories you burn during cardio, because, you know, as you're more fit, as you have better cardiovascular health, you're going to be able to optimize your cardio better, meaning your body burns less calories doing the same amount of cardio. So I think that since this has your heart rate built into it, I feel like it's probably going to be even more accurate than a treadmill, which is a good thing. The only problem with outside cardio is just the weather has to permit it, which is super annoying, which is kind of why I want to have a treadmill in my back pocket in case I can't get outside for weather reasons. But we're home now. I'm going to show you guys my last thing of my morning routine, and then we're going to go have some breakfast. So the last thing, part of the morning routine before we touch breakfast, I like to do this on an empty stomach just because I feel it better. It's going to be stomach vacuums. If you don't know what stomach vacuums are, you're about to find out. But basically, before I even start it, I just want to explain the kind of sets and reps I'm going to be doing. So basically, I'm just going to hold it for as long as I can. I'm going to kind of do like 4 total sets. I should be able to hold them for about 10 to 15 seconds. We'll see. I haven't done them in a while. Basically, what this is going to do is just train your transverse abdominis. And it's, you know, it's kind of rumored, it's not really confirmed, but it's apparently going to help you get a slimmer waist. And I just think it looks sick, so it's just something I want to practice so that I can, you know, do the posing with it when we're shredded, and it's just going to look dope. So that's why I'm doing it. Apparently there are some benefits, it might be just mental, you know, placebo effect, but I think it looks dope, so I'm just going to do them just so I can have, you know, the ability to vacuum properly and have it look sick. All right, so it's a lot later in the day now, and I have amazing news. My gym posted on Instagram they somehow found a loophole and they are going to keep the gym open, even though they've been, mandated by the government to lock down. It has something to do with like mental health and like if you can prove that, like you need a doctor's note or something that if depression or anxiety is caused by a lack of exercise, then you can go and work out still, and that makes it an essential service. Somehow in 2021, exercising and being healthy clearly isn't essential. Canadian government's on some good crack, but they found a loophole. They're going to go open. They're going to get open tomorrow. So I decided not to record my workout today. I had a slight little back and by workout, but I did kind of go more on the deload side just because I don't feel like I'm 100% recovered. I deloaded last week, but kind of went a little bit too hard because I knew the gyms were closing. But so I just kind of did a deload, kind of just like not really full intensity workout today because gyms are opening. So I want to be 100% for that. So I'm going to run you guys some clips that I have of last week of my leg workout just to show you the intensity that we're rocking with. Even though we're on a cut, we're still going to try to grow as best we can. So I'll roll those clips. We're back in the gym tomorrow. Super, super hyped. I have a really cool video planned that I'm going to make where I'm going to, talk about my results from my bulk because now we're starting the cut. So I'm going to give you a full bulk recap, what happened over the last 7 months with my physique, with my compound lifts, how I improved, my thoughts on bulking, all that stuff. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that video. That's probably going to be the next video coming out after this one. But leave a like if you did enjoy. This video was kind of all over the place. I literally had a rant that gyms were closing and all this shit. And now, literally a couple hours later, gyms are opening. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's good news, right? I'm really not going to complain. But this video was just kind of all over the place. So I'll run that workout clips, show you guys the intensity we're rocking with for this cut because we're still going to try to put on a little bit of muscle. It's going to be hard, but the early stages of the cut, we got tons of food going in and we're just going to do cardio. So we should be able to maintain strength, maybe build a little bit and build some muscle until we get absolutely shredded. But yeah, so I'll rock those clips now. Thank you for watching the video. Appreciate you. Take it easy.
This night is cold in the kingdom. I can feel you fade away. From the kitchen to the bathroom sinking. Your steps keep me awake. Don't cut me down, throw me out. Here to waste. I once was a man with dignity and grace. Now I'm slipping through the cracks of your cold embrace. So please, please, could you fly away? Let me down slowly. A little things now I can control. If you wanna go, I'll be so long. If you wanna let me go slowly. Let me down, down, let me down, down. Let me down, let me down, down. Let me down, down, let me down. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you leave, then baby, let me down slowly.